Hi guys. That's interesting. I think I only have 52 minutes of recording time on here. I hesitated doing this video, but I'm going to do a twin flame video because I'm still trying to figure out why he won't love me, why he won't come home to me and help me, because I can use his help. And these twin flame relationships are very difficult, let alone mine. And what I've learned about them is we were made together. He's my soul flame. We are of a higher divine flame, and it matters on him coming home for all the other twin flames uniting. And I kept going, why am I not worthy? Why am I not lovable? Ding ding, that's exactly what I have to heal. So I keep pulling cards 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 on it, and I'm like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Why won't he come home? And I keep pulling twin flame cards, twin flame cards, twin flame cards, and then I keep pulling the home card and inner child card 111 555. And I'm like, you want to know something? I asked Spirit what I can heal. So he and I come from the same kind of place. We have different choices that we've made for a similar life. Okay, so I keep thinking about that. We've had a similar life. And I'm going to tell you what's come up because I asked Creator what I can heal to bring him home, because I love him and I need him. And I've been having bad dreams and I don't like it. So I had a dream we went to North Carolina without him with some other guy, and it was horrible. Like, I wasn't with this guy, but like I was lost, and somebody like broke in, and I didn't 55555. I didn't know if it was him, and like I'm working really hard on myself, trying to be strong and get stronger every day and do better. Like, I don't think he realizes how much it affects me that he's not here, and how much I love him, and I don't want our relationship to be any more damaged. And so I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? Why is he not here? I'm like going through a lot, right? Because of what happened with our twin flame union. It made me really ill. And I couldn't work because they thought I had COVID, and then I had to get a shot, and I can't get the vaccine, and I won't get the thing, you know. This is my story. It has nothing to do with anything else. And so it put me in a place, and Spirit's like, you can make anything happen. So I've been trying really, really hard every day to get better, to do better. I've even made soaps. Like, I finally got into stuff I should have been doing a long time ago. You guys want to see? You guys, the synchronicities 255 5255 when I said that. But I like made soaps. I'm so excited for these ones. I don't know if you saw those. There they are. They're in there. I got all these supplies out, and it was fun. Like, I've had this stuff for a year. I was supposed to start doing it a year ago. So I'm like super excited. And so every day I'm getting closer and closer. And then I'm like so upset. I'm like, why won't he come home? He's hurting me. He's hurting all the twin flames. 255 255. You want to know what I got? So I asked Creator. I'm like, Creator of all that is and all the angels, what can I heal? It was 333 when I said that. I got procrastination. I want to know what I can do to heal that from my childhood. That I'm not worthy. Fear of abuse came up. That's both of I think these are both of ours for sure. Manipulation. See, that's the thing. These are both of our wounds. Manipulation, trust, and anger. Fear of abuse. So I feel like my mom was very abusive. My dad was very abusive in their own ways. And I have a feeling that his were too. I feel like we're both afraid in some ways. Although I think he is more than I am, because I've done more healing than he has. But this fear of abuse is what's sticking out for him. It's a fear of abuse. I feel like we've both witnessed our parents being abusive. And the fact that when he first met me, I had a lot of wounds that he exposed. And instead of seeing my heart, he never did, unfortunately. And so the fact of the matter is he's just not stepping in out of fear. That's the biggest one I'm getting. I feel like there was manipulation in both of our backgrounds, and these aren't from us. These are from our parents. These are from what we grew up with. Trust issues. Okay, we both gave that to each other now. You know, first it was just me that made the big mistake. Now it's both of us. Anger. And so my goal is to heal these. I'm going to work on healing these within myself tonight, big time, because that's all I can do, because he won't. 5225255. He won't come home to me, so I can heal them in him and love him and show him that it's not the case, that we are different. He and I are the same. We're cut from the same cloth. We have very similar backgrounds. Very similar backgrounds. He just made different choices due to life lessons that we had to learn. But what I don't think he realizes, we're cut from the same cloth and we're the same people. And the funny thing is we have the same fears. 5525255. So 5555. You guys, the synchronicities are crazy. We have the same fears. And so I hope he hears that. Like, I have not been with anybody since August 13th, even after what he did, right? I have done nothing but try every day to get better, be a stronger person, heal myself for him, make my home a loving home, and there still must be something I'm missing, because what I pull for this is the soulmate cards. Then I'll pull like procrastination, but I keep pulling the home and inner child one. And so that tells me that there's still a key component to our inner children and our home environment, right? Out of fear. And I just simply want to make that right. I simply want to heal it. And I can't heal him, so all I can do is heal me, and my ears ringing. And I heard it's working. Sometimes we just have to talk about things too. I love him just as much as I love my kids. They mean the world to me. Out of our whole journey, I still want to be with him. And I just want to make a nurtured home for us. For all of us. But I need a key component. I need him. So I'm going to do my part and still love the heck out of myself. I'm going to dance with my little girl, inner child. I'm going to look into my past with all the abuse. Why I feel like I'm not lovable, because he's never shown me love. And do what I can to continue to heal it, because until he comes home, the twin flames don't unite. Now, I know I had that meditation come through, so there's been a lot of work done. Some realizations on his end, how they happened, I don't really want to know. But the fact that they happened, I was really excited. And I just want to make it better. I don't understand why he's not loving me. And what is keeping this union apart. So I'm going to do my best to heal that. And in the meantime, I'm going to pull a couple cards for the twin flame unions. And see where he and I might be at. Because we kind of run the twin flame show for this certain group, right? They cannot come together until he and I do. I've said that many times over. And if we don't make it right, it's not okay. It affects the whole collective. So, let's see what comes up. What does Spirit want us to know for our twin flame union? My ears, Malachi is coming up big time. He's like dancing. I guess he really likes this video that I'm doing. He likes these messages. This is the taking off the mask. So I keep pulling that card as well. Take off your mask. They want one. I'm getting chills. And they want one more card. This is taking off the mask. He's like dancing. He really likes this video, so that makes me happy. Again, Malachi is my guy's go-to. You guys, okay, so entrapment. So these are what I got. This is the one I was talking about. It's about your inner child. It's about the wounds that affect the home. What am I recreating in my home that matches my inner child? And I feel like this might more be for him. So he is still having some inner child wounds, a little more than I am. I can't make this up. Take off your masks. This is exactly what I said. So this is me taking off my mask, where I am trying to get to the bottom of what is keeping him from uniting with me. Because I'm tired of feeling like I'm not worthy. I keep saying, I'm sorry, God, he didn't love me. I'm sorry. And now all these people are going to suffer because I wasn't lovable. And that's the case. And the other night I had a dream where he just said he just wanted to live by himself, just wanted a life of his own. And it's like, he signed up for this, you know, he signed up to be the king and to be the leader of the pack because he is. We were created together. So if I'm a master, he's got a master in him too. And the twin flames cannot unite until he and I do. So it's a big deal. Entrapment. So this one's his, not mine. He keeps allowing people to control his soul. It's almost like he never had power. Never had power. Oh my God, my forehead is tingling like crazy. Self-love. So that's what I've been doing too. This morning I actually put my face on, like, I'm so pretty. Like I finally feel like I'm awesome and worthy and beautiful. And I just want to share that with him, like, so bad. And I know he is too. He's just as beautiful because he's like me. I mean, 11115255. So we have home, so the inner child, take off our mask. We need to be real with who we are and what we really feel. And I'm tired of feeling not worthy, right? Apparently I'm not lovable, and I know I am. But if I look back at my childhood, it's kind of like a mirror image of his. And his is creating this big time entrapment. It's like he would rather give his soul to the devil, basically, is how I feel about it. Whether I don't believe in that or not, there's only light and dark, and so on and so forth. But it's almost like he would just rather give up on life and not have love. And it's probably because he's never felt that kind of love. And so he lets people take over his soul and take him places he shouldn't go. And honestly, I never felt that love either. I never did either. And so this is a part of what I've also been having to work on, 12-12-555, is the fact that, so Spirit put me in such a place to heal all this because of what happened with my twin flame union. 122222555. And it was a fact of, like, for instance, my ex-husband wouldn't let me work, and I was a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. And then I got out of that with a fear, but I still always had this ability to work hard and go to school and do all that. But I'm like, what am I missing? And this time around, they said, no, you can't count on anybody to help you. Like, you have to be strong. And so I'm having to dig into what keeps me from being that strong. Why would I self-sabotage? And and I get angry every time they're like, oh, he's coming, and then he doesn't come. I'm like, I'm getting mad, and so I'm having to look at that as well. My ear is ringing like crazy ever since I got on this video. And so my goal is to love myself even harder, because that's all I can do, hopefully, to get him to love me back and come home, because it affects me. I'm stuck in between both worlds because of it. He won't ascend without me, 1333. He doesn't even know how much I've put into him without him even being here, and all the mishaps that have happened. And what I don't get is, if he knows I'm suffering, why won't he come help me, right? Like, why wouldn't he want to help me? Just as much as I'd want to help him. Even after what happened, I kept growing in love and trying harder. And so the more I keep looking at it, as I feel like this is a lot to do with his childhood more than it is mine. But it's still also mine, because we're twin souls, okay? So we were created together. We're always together. We're always going to be together. We are definitely twin souls, big time, from a different cloth. A very important part of this ascension, as you can see in my last meditation that I did, and the one before that, that dealt with it. And so it's super important that, I hope he hears this message as well, is that I'm working on my home and making it a nurturing environment for him, and doing everything I can in my power, which I don't know if he knows how hard it is for me to be doing this, and how much work I'm having to put into this, and how much it's still taking my physical vessel down, and how much he's hurting himself. because I know he is. And so this is what we've got. We have home. Now this card really does mean inner child. What are you recreating in your home from a wound from your inner child? And I feel like that's an answer he also needs to address is what is he recreating in his home from a wound from his inner child? And that's what I'm going to try and love. Okay, I was not 15. All the synchronicities are insane. It has to do with entrapment. Okay, letting people take over his soul, not having the strength and to see love, feel love, want all of that. And then taking off your masks, not saying your own truths, not speaking your truths, not being honest with yourself, not being honest with others, authentically you. And then we have self-love. Okay. 15515255. Self-love. So I'm going to love myself even more because he's not. And I got to stop saying, why am I not worthy? Right? And I'm doing it on my own. And I just wish he would see how hard I'm having to work every day. My whole life flipped upside down. Everything I've been having to do is try to be okay. I get my eviction notice tomorrow due to all of this. And I'm still not allowed to be in fear. I'm still supposed to stand strong and continue trying to love myself even more and more and more and more every day. So if nothing else, I'm one badass bitch. And I really do love myself. And I mean, I've been taking care of myself. You can see all the weight I've lost because I was really swollen and my heart was bad after I did all the healings, the pyramids and stuff. So this stuff is really real. And I just wish that he would see it for what it is and how hard I'm working for him and how much I love him and how much I'm trying to love myself so that he can love me and that he can feel free and healed enough to step up into the man that he is, because that's what it's all about. It's about the divine masculine wounded self is totally different than the ascended healed self. And because he and I didn't come together a year ago like we were supposed to, all this healing I'm having to do for him and for me. And it's heavy. It's really heavy on my psyche. It's heavy on my physical self. And yet I've been doing it. And spirits made me even tougher. Remember that shine bright like a diamond? Like they put so much pressure on me. And they made me work harder and harder so that I can be a better person me. And I can make him a better person to where he hopefully comes together with me. And I try not to take it personal. It's like, why does he hate me? Why doesn't he? I'm sorry, God, he doesn't love me. He's going to hurt all these people because I wasn't lovable. And there's something wrong with that still. Because I am lovable. And so is he. And that's the thing. I'm sitting here going, what else can I do? Like, I'm tired, you know? Like, oh man, it's been nonstop. And I went from having a dream where he showed up to these dreams of him not wanting to be here. So something's still very wrong. And I am trying to fix it, and I'm doing it all by myself. And so I guess I stand here more and more and more. And I'm going to dive into this childhood stuff because that's what kept coming up. And this entrapment card is his. It's not mine. But there was still something in me though too. Like it's not all his, but I feel like it's a majority of his on that one because I'm recognizing in myself where I would be entrapped. So mine was like financially. It's like I had a fear of money. My ex used to abuse me really bad with money if I spent it. I was very controlled that way. And so anytime I would get money, I'm like, oh, it's got to go, it's got to go, it's got to go. I wouldn't want it. And so I've had to develop a relationship with money. And that's what I've been doing big time. But I could use him, you know, and it shouldn't be where he's still running away. Like that's silly, right? The runner and the chaser scenario with the twin flames. Like I feel like it's just time to move past these things and we need to heal it. We need to take off our masks and love ourselves unconditionally. Because I deserve this love. He deserves this love. We both deserve to ascend. But not only that, he's going to help others ascend that are with him. And without that, they won't either. So he's actually negatively affecting a lot of people by you know, giving his soul where it doesn't need to go because he's afraid of love. So we have procrastination, not worthy, fear of abuse, manipulation, trust, and anger. And those are all in both of us, either him or I or both, that I'm working on healing and praying every day that he can still somehow feel that love, because I feel like it's just fading. My heart is fading and it's not good. So I'm going to work on this, and I can only hope he hears. Procrastination, not worthy, fear of abuse, manipulation, trust, and anger. Those are not me, and those are not him. Those are what we grew up with. And that's the important message here, is all of those things inside him have to do with our childhood traumas, because we are one and the same, my friend. He and I literally are one and the same. We come from the same places. We just made different choices due to our life experiences and our purposes and things of that nature. 2111. But we do both have the same fears. We do both have the same worries. We've had the same experiences in so many ways. Again, just different choices we've made with them. So I hope he hears that. I don't know if he knows all of that and how important it really is, and the damage that's being done every moment he doesn't come home. He's now standing in his own way, because I try and try and try, and something's still happening. So, you know, my ears been ringing like crazy. My forehead's been tingling like crazy the whole time I've been doing this video. So again, the only thing I can do is love myself even more, love my home even more, even if I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow. So that is my twin flame message, because this journey has almost literally killed me. And it's still not getting better. And I'm the only one working on it to make it better. And that's the truth. And so I can only hope he helps pick up some of that slack now. Because, you know, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep loving myself, and I'm going to figure out what is causing these things to still occur. Because it's super important. I feel I'm lovable, but right now I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? And what bothers me the most is all the twin flames that are still affected. And then I had that meditation, and then days go by and he still doesn't come. And it's like, what are we still missing? And according to the cards, I keep pulling the same ones. Okay, we got to love that inner child that's been so hurt, that makes us so afraid, that makes us procrastinate, that makes us not worthy, that makes us fear of abuse. Because I grew up in that. That's what he triggered for me to heal when I met him. But it's not who I am, right? That was the key to my heart so I could heal it. And so I can't get to him to heal his, and so I'm having to do it this way. And it literally is 23, 22, 23, 23. Having to heal everything for both of us through me only, and it's hard. Not only did I have to pull my life back through and survive, I had to still do it for the ascension. And so when I look at all of this, I'm one tough cookie. I'm surely worth love. There's no anger in me. There's sadness now and heartache. There's no anger. I'm going to have to trust that somehow he still loves me, right? And that at this point, I haven't been with anybody since August 13th. And I'm quite alone, so why wouldn't he be able to trust me at this point? I don't manipulate, but I feel like our parents, either both or one of them, did. My mom did. She's like a master manipulator. She was a cheater. Oh my gosh, she cheated all the time on my dad. That my mom was abusive as my dad. They were both abusive in different ways. And I was never given that love, so of course you feel not worthy. 24 when I said that. And the fear of anger being in the home. So there's no anger in my home. There is me being lonely and needing help, but there's no anger in my home. I have no anger towards him. I'm just becoming sorrow rather than love. And then manipulation, you know, in my home there was manipulation as well, because it was a big time druggy environment. And they lied and manipulated and still do so. Especially my mom. Like, there was some stories. Oh my gosh, this is a story that's coming out with my mom. is that when I was a kid, she was big time into drugs, bad drugs, and even got my brother in them and everything. Like crazy, crazy stuff. Okay. She even tried to kill me when I was an infant and things I found out. And then she hated me like my whole life because she was jealous and I was afraid to have a daughter. But at one point, like she was so into drugs, I got beat up in her home and I left when I was 15. I ran away. I'm like, I'm done because this guy beat me up. And I tried to scream for her to help me. And her response was, why didn't you just give him what he wanted? And I tried to call 911. They ripped the phone out. Like I did all this stuff. And she's like, why didn't you just give him what he wanted? That was her response. And then another time, like she started stealing my grandpa's money. And it bothered me. 25.55. It bothered me really bad. And so because he was alive and living off that money, and I knew she was going to use it for drugs, I told him. And she got so angry. She disowned me. And I'm like, so what? You know, disown me. You were mean to me. I don't care. And so these are some of the stories that are coming out in doing this twin flame healing stuff. And that I'm just recognizing while I'm talking to you guys. 2622. And so when I tell you guys, he and I had similar stories, just different sides of the spectrum. He made different choices than I did through it because what we're supposed to learn in our life lessons. I find it very interesting. And if only he knew how much I've been fighting for this relationship. And I've done it without receiving any love from him in this lifetime. And so there's no reason to question my love for him and what I would be willing to do to the umpteenth degree. And all I can do is keep doing it. Keep healing it within me because I can't heal it within him and me. You know what I mean? And so I'm having to do it all through me. So I'm going to keep doing it because I'm not whole until that. And whereas it's like, it's messing with a lot of things. And it's making me ill because I'm living between both worlds, literally. So all I can do is be right here and only hope that he starts to see things a little differently. In me healing myself continually and trying to dig deeper and deeper and deeper and recognizing that we're both the same people. We come from the same place. We have the same wounds. We have the same fears. That's the thing. We're the same people. How can you not love that? How could you not want that? He deserves the love. And so do I. Here's my twin flame message for today. So much love to all of you. Bye-bye.